There's a lot of information out there about the future of Toronto's real estate market, and some of it can be pretty overwhelming to sift through. So that's why I created this video. Today, I'm simplifying my top anticipations with tips at the end for buyers and sellers to help win in this type of a market. Before we get into it, if you find this type of real estate content interesting or you want to book a call or an appointment with me, just follow the links below. I'm Kim Wolfshout and I consult buyers and sellers around Toronto to make educated and informed real estate decisions. Prediction number 1, the interest rate hike. I'm sure this is not news to you. Everybody's been talking about it for quite some time already. The federal government is trying to slow down inflation with taxes on vacant homes and foreign buyer taxes already implemented. I predict about 3 to 4 quarter point increases, maybe reaching a full percent or just over throughout the year. I don't think interest rates are going to increase dramatically because the government knows how big of a disaster that can be for those renewing their mortgages or already struggling first-time home buyers. Sure, the market will get affected if it costs more to borrow money, but in my opinion, raising interest rates is not enough to slow down that price acceleration. 2022 is going to be the condo's time to shine. There's evidence that suggests condo prices will rise faster than that of a freehold property. And for a short period of time last year, prices dropped and many vacant units sent rental rates down. But that was a really short-lived trend. Not only have condo prices rebounded, but competition is now heating up. Lots of entry-level buyers see them as an affordable way to climb that first step on the property ladder. The average price of a condo is around $725,000, which is less than half of a detached home valued at $1.5 million. So the condo market is catching up to those low-rise segments in terms of market conditions. And if demand continues to increase relative to supply, which is a possibility assuming population growth, the annual rate of price growth could also increase as we move throughout the year. Prediction number 3, continued strong buyer demand. With tight competition and that looming threat of an interest rate hike in the first half of the year, those people that can transact now are not going to wait until the spring, especially if they can lock in that lower mortgage rate. With Canada expecting more immigration and with increased economic stability, I do foresee continued strong buyer demand and tight inventory issues, putting an upward pressure on prices. Let's touch on inventory for a second. Some people relate a lack of inventory to a lack of sales, and there's no correlation there. In 2021, there were more listings that came to the market than the year before. In my opinion, the problem stems from high buyer demand and the pace at which these listings get absorbed by buyers. A word on downsizers. Because this group of people have put their plans on hold as a result of COVID for so long, they're now eventually making that decision to move on. I foresee more downsizers coming into the market, especially when the COVID numbers are better under control and when it's slightly warmer weather outside. So if you're a first-time home buyer, keep that in mind because some of the products that you're shopping for might also appeal to downsizers, and it's important to remember that so you can plan how to compete in advance. Let's get into those tips. Buyers, it's critical that you get your finances in order early on. In a competitive market like this, you have to know where you stand and be prepared to offer with minimal or no conditions. By getting your finances done beforehand, you'll save yourself loads of stress. The deposit needs to be ready to be pulled out, yes, even on a weekend. Submitting the offer with a deposit in hand, especially a strong one, goes a long way to prove your sincerity. Get yourself a realtor that takes the time to educate you on the market and its values before you start making offers. You can't waste your time in an aggressive market because you'll just end up paying more. So it's important that you do your research early. Sellers. Pricing is critical. The moment that a buyer sees your home is sitting there for longer than the average days on the market in your area, they'll wonder why and throw you those low-ball offers. Pricing a property correctly from the start ensures solid showing activity and that anticipated price acceleration. Pick wisely. Not all realtors are the same. Make sure you're asking to review their marketing strategies, samples of photo, videos, staging. Digital marketing is critical now more than ever. So partner with a professional that can showcase your home with the spotlight that it deserves. I hope you found this information useful. Feel free to share it, comment on it, or reach out if you want to chat about real estate.